Elliot, with "he was Tyler" being the code given at the end of Tyler's long story, and with this coming at the end of the quiz, that would imply that Elliot is the one questioning us with this quiz. But Elliot isn't just any old name. It's the name of one of the survivors you can play as. I would be surprised if the devs used this name twice. It would just make things really confusing, which means the survivor Elliot is somehow involved in this wider story. And I think I know how, because this quiz isn't actually the first time we've spoken to him. At the beginning of this ARG, we had a very long message of how someone became trapped after being foolish and getting too close. They use the word foolish again near the end of the speech, hoping that no one else will look deeper into the entity. And what do we see in this quiz? The one we believe to be Elliot speaking to us? The last question asks, will you continue searching even though you know how foolish that is? It's the same language. Elliot warned us about going down this path of trying to discover the entity, and at multiple points is warning us about how foolish it is. But he also gave us one other warning. During his massive monologue, he references a Greek myth. I guess that's just part of the new indie horror checklist these days. Specifically, he talks about flying too close to the sun, which is a reference to Icarus doing the same thing with his wax wings. But he also talks about being locked away by the entity in a unique kind of hell for stealing something. That reminded me of another Greek myth, a myth about a god who betrayed Zeus during the war against the Titans, and as a result, they were stripped of their wings and sent to Tartarus, the underworld where the god's enemies were tortured. That god's name was Ark, and they were a messenger god, just like Elliot is delivering messages